What's good, everyone? This is Marcus Da Fingaz, D-A-F-I-N-G-A-Z, with the Sampleist, back with another review. In this video, we're going to talk about Verticale from Sonora Cinematic. I just like saying Verticale. That is probably not exactly how you say it, but we'll get into that. Before we get into that, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this video to find more great videos like this. Subscribe to this channel on YouTube to find more videos like this. And also, although this plugin was provided by the great team over at Sonora Cinematic, that will not affect our judgment or decision about the plugin, and they also have not had any chance to provide any input on this video. So let's get into it. What is Verticale? Verticale is over 7 gigabytes, almost 8 gigabytes of felted piano. It's an upright piano. Verticale actually means upright in Italy. I believe that's what they call their upright pianos. It is an intimate upright piano where you have natural and felted recordings. It is, I believe, the first piano that has 4 layers of felt. So it's a quadruple felted layered piano. If that's the term, we're going to coin it. Quadruple felted layered piano is what Verticale is. You have 3 stereo mic pair options in there, including AKG mics, Neumann mics, AEA mics. There you can adjust the large diaphragm condensers, small diaphragm condensers, and ribbon mic options. You have built-in delay, reverb. You have different color effects. You have some tape effects you can throw in there, cassette. You can have some lo-fi settings in there. You have some release dynamic range settings. You also can get this and use it in the free Kontakt Player. It works with free Kontakt Player 7, version 7 and higher, so you don't have to purchase Kontakt. And as of right now, you can get this at the intro price for $50 as of the time of this recording of this video. You can get it for $50. Let's get into it. We're just going to play. I'm going to mute my microphone and just play through a couple of presets for the felt option and the natural option. So I'm going to mute here and I'm going to go through some snapshots. Let's go. Yeah, and you heard on that last one, you heard my I put the pedal down and I released it. You heard the pedal releasing. So it sounds very natural. Again, I like both the natural and felted, very powerful samples and plugin and sounds here. Let's get into what you see basically on both of these plugins, both of these instances, the felt and the natural. You have delay and reverb, if you can see that there. You have a color option there on both. You have a little keyboard here that tells you that this is a piano. You have your cassette section here that allows you to put in your crunch and lo-fi. You can mono it. You can add some of that tape deck type vibes. Then you have your release samples. You can set the time of the release and you can adjust the dynamic range. You also have effects. So if you hit that, you can get into your delay and reverb settings, which also ties into the send that you have from this going into the delay and reverb. You have different delay options. You have your 5 options of delay here and your 2 options of room and hall reverb there. You can adjust the time and the pre-delay there and the time and the feedback for the delay there. So many options and settings. Again, you have your large diaphragm condenser mic here. You have your small diaphragm condenser and your ribbon mic, and you can route where those go. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn, we're going to just do one mic at a time here. And I'm going to go to, let's go to our nostalgia felt. Actually, it doesn't matter what we go to because we're going to turn all this stuff off right now and turn it down just to be safe. We're going to just play no delay, no reverb. We'll leave the color there and let's just play the sound. And actually I have it layered, so I'm going to mute this one. And the delay for this one is fading out. We'll play the felt. That's the large diaphragm condenser. This is the small diaphragm condenser. Very natural sounding, and let's play them both. Then you have a ribbon mic. Very warm sounding, and then you can layer any or all of them. And then as mentioned, you have your delay, which corresponds to this over here. So if I turn this faster, that I can turn the feedback down. Let's say I want to have more of a tape. So you can have fun there. And then you have reverb. You can add color. So I'm going to play this chord. I'm going to adjust the color. It almost sounds like a filter, but it's color. Then we have our cassette, which is sort of like the natural side of it, so we can layer that in. Let's just play that by itself. And then you can layer in some lo-fi. Actually, that's the crunch. Layer in the crunch. And if I wanted to layer the lo-fi, and whenever I hear lo-fi on piano, it reminds me of a song by J. Cole. Look this up. I believe it's a Safe for Work song, but don't quote me on that. It's a song, I believe, called Kevin's Heart. Listen to the instrumental or listen to that song and listen to how they have this sound of a piano in that song. They have like a lo-fi piano on that song. So you can use it in like hip hop and R&B stuff other than just a piano solo or orchestral. Then we can layer in the actual tape deck sound. This is awesome. Listen to this. Yeah, that's cool. Let's go down to the natural side of things. Again, the exact same plugin, you just have the different presets here. So you can go to the Cinema Natural. and really taking advantage of the effects there. Let's turn the reverb and delay off, and let's talk about release samples. So I'm going to hit a note. You hear that? So it's the release of the key. I don't know if you would need it that loud. It's a little muddy with the release samples. But maybe if you want to have that effect, because it is a high quality sample of the release of the key. So the lower you go, you'll hear sort of the tone of the release lower. Hear that knocking. Then up here, the higher tone of the. And let's see if try something here. I don't know if I have just a little. The release is not on the ribbon mics. It's on the condenser, a small condenser. It's only on the small diaphragm condenser. So the release is only on the small. And the release is only on the small diaphragm condenser. It's not on the ribbon or the large diaphragm. So the release is actually a little bit on each sample or on each mic. So let's, the LDC, large diaphragm. Can't really hear the release there. It might be there subtly. You can really hear it on the small diaphragm. Hear that? And the ribbon. You hear it a little bit on the ribbon. But again, you can adjust that. And then with dynamic range, this is how, so I'm going to play soft. So with it all the way to the left, every note basically sounds the same, no matter how hard or soft you play the note. On the right, you have a little bit more dynamic. Play really soft, it'll be really soft. And if you hit the keys like I just did and blew your ears out, it will be really loud. For the most part, you probably want to keep it in the middle, but you might have a song where you want it to be soft. Or not as, a little softer. Especially when you're up here in the felt range, you probably want it to be a little softer. Maybe you want everything to be soft. But that is the general overview of Verticale. And what we're going to do now is we're going to jump over to a demo I created using only Verticale. Let's go. All right, so what do we have here? We have only 2 instances of Verticale with piano. I don't want to layer too many on one track. If you're doing a piano solo album, maybe you'll do 2, 3, 4 tracks of just piano there. But on this one, I just wanted to use it too. So I used the felt. I have it sort of backwards. I probably should have had this on the right. But I used the felt here just to do the chords and the simple progression. With the felt version, I'm doing F major 7, F-A-C-E, to a G minor 7. So G, B flat, D, F. It is actually a G minor 9 because I'm adding the A. So it's G, B flat, D, F, A. So this is the 2 chords playing that using a preset, balanced quadruple felt. So this is the 2 chords that you're basically hearing. I was playing this subconsciously or maybe consciously throughout the video review altogether, but here is the actual piece, those 2 chords. I have sort of that lo-fi thing going on, a little bit of crunch, so a little bit of distortion. Not a lot of tape deck. You heard some release samples going on a little bit there, especially on the normal. And I was just using the normal patch here for the solar solo as the feature instrument. So this is like doing the solo stuff throughout the whole piece, really. But the high notes, a little tinkle, the little ear candy, I would say. And that has, some delay reverb going on, really innocent sounding. It's the nostalgia natural preset in the Verticale natural side of the plugin. So yeah, that is sort of that piece and how I put that together using just 2 instances. Again, I didn't want to have too much sounds going on. It's an intimate piano. In some cases, you don't want a lot happening with sounds like that. You just want to get a decent idea going. And that could be a cue right there. What I'm imagining doing here with this plugin is actually doing a sample library with only using sounds. My first sample library was all piano sounds and samples, just piano loops I came up with. I would love to work one just with Verticale, so I might put that in the works over the next few weeks, so stay tuned. So what do I think about Verticale? I really like it. It's probably one of the most intimate sounding pianos I have, and that's out there on the market. Again, quadruple felt. Haven't, as far as I know, I haven't seen that in a plugin. And going beyond that, it's kind of hard. You start losing some pitch and things. So the first, probably the only one out there on the market with a quadruple felted upright piano. So incredible sound with the team over at Sonora Cinematic able to capture here. I can see myself using this in some intimate sort of project, solo piano stuff. Again, I'll probably do like some samples. I create sample packs, so I would love to create a sample pack with just these piano sounds. So I might work on that. Also in trailer stuff, really not for the high energy stuff, but for sort of like an act 1 or even act sort of 4 low-key outro or minimal cues. If you're doing sync minimal things with this sound would be great. So yeah, I can see this fitting in a lot of areas. And again, that J. Cole song I mentioned, you can have that sort of lo-fi piano sound in hip-hop and pop and R&B also. So definitely check that out. Check out Verticale. Again, $50 current intro price at the time of this video recording, and you can also use it in the free Kontakt Player. Thank you again for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel for more reviews. We have more reviews coming. Stay tuned. Be safe and be well, everyone. All right. Peace.